In the mystical depths of Tây Ninh's ancient forests, two masters, forged by grueling trials, wield profound powers bestowed by the Hồng Bàng Fairy Mother. When vengeful spirits and a ruthless foe, Master Chà, unleash chaos on their sacred home, a battle of cosmic stakes erupts. As shattered altars and fallen disciples fuel their resolve, the masters face a deadly showdown, wielding ancient mantras and supernatural skills. Will they vanquish evil, or fall to its sinister might? Dive into this epic tale of vengeance and redemption. 20 days had passed since the two masters descended into the cave. Yet it felt like countless lifetimes to them. But it was through those grueling days that they cultivated an exceptionally profound inner strength. The old sage summoned the two and instructed them. The time has come for you to fulfill your duties. The teachings bestowed upon you by the Hồng Bàng Fairy Mother, carry them out faithfully. Now, it is time for you to leave this place. With that, the old sage waved his hand and turned to retreat into the cave. Suddenly, from the cave's entrance, a cold, foul wind arose, accompanied by the anguished wails of tormented souls. The two masters turned to look. At that moment, the spirits of Lan and her mother were kneeling on the cave floor, crying as if their hearts would break. Their sorrowful, mournful cries were so piercing that even the stoic old sage could no longer remain unmoved. The heart-wrenching sobs echoed through the vast space. Then, the old sage softly recited a guiding verse from the Great Compassion Repentance Sutra. If you turn toward the Mountain of Swords, the Mountain of Swords will collapse at once. If you turn toward fire or boiling water, the boiling water and burning fire will dry up and extinguish. If you turn toward the realm of hell, hell will swiftly cease to exist. If you turn toward the hungry ghosts, the hungry ghosts will be sated and content. If you turn toward the asuras malevolent hearts will be tamed. If you turn toward the beasts will gain great wisdom. After reciting, the old sage bowed his head and slowly walked back into the cave. As soon as he disappeared behind the rocky walls, the two masters hurriedly approached the spirits of Lan and her mother, urging them to speak. Lan, still kneeling and sobbing, said haltingly, "Go back quickly, masters. Something terrible has happened at home." Hoo. Startled, the two masters pressed. "What's happened? Tell us at once." Still weeping, Lan recounted through choked sobs. "Yesterday, seeing that you two had been gone for so long, Master Chà unleashed his full forces, launching a lightning attack on the place where Master and Mistress Seven live and worship. It seems Master Chà harbors a grudge against Master Seven for aiding Master Cam against him. Mistress Seven and all the disciples of your school fought fiercely, but Master Chà's power was overwhelming. Mistress Seven was struck by a devastating blow and is gravely injured. The head disciple, Master Seven's most cherished student, was bitten to death by Master Chà's divine snakes right in the courtyard of Master Seven's home. Most of Master and Mistress Seven's disciples are wounded, some severely, others less so. The ancestral altar, revered and meticulously maintained by Master and Mistress Seven for years, was shattered by Master Chà's palm strike, reduced to ruins. Right now, everyone is tending to the wounded and cleaning up the aftermath. Even the heavenly spirits, including my mother and me, were beaten senseless by Master Chà's heavenly spirits. We barely escaped and searched everywhere to find you here. Please, masters, return quickly. Mistress Seven is in grave danger." With that, mother and daughter clung to each other, sobbing. The two masters stood in stunned silence, bitterness rising in their throats. After a moment to regain their composure, they approached the stone wall of the ancestral Master Vo Vi to report the situation and request permission to return home urgently. With approval granted, they bowed in gratitude to the ancestral master and the old sage. Preparing to depart with Lan and her mother, the towering cave walls were no longer an obstacle for the two masters. Using the lightness skill they had mastered, they leaped effortlessly from one wall to another. In no time, they reached the cave's entrance. Outside, dusk was settling, and far in the distance toward Chowthan district, the sun was slowly sinking behind the misty green of the ancient border forest. What is ours? After all, from body to mind, what is truly ours? Why linger in sorrow and pain? What is ours? After all, when the four elements of the body dissolve, where do they go? Where do they return? Why cling to endless grief? When breath ceases, the karmic burdens, like fleeting troubles, why hold on to sorrow? When breath is no more, the weight of karma, fleeting as it is, what is ours? After all, why cling to desires? What is ours? After all, why wallow in endless pain? What is ours? After all, when breath is exhausted, 100 attachments sink deep into the abyss. That night, when the four, or rather, 2 people and 2 spirits, arrived home, they stepped inside to find the ancestral altar in ruins, Buddha and deity statues shattered, the red ceremonial cloth half burned. Mistress Seven lay in a corner, wrapped in a blanket, her face ashen with green veins streaking across her temples like whip marks. The once grand house was now a wreck of broken thatch and collapsed beams. In the courtyard, a red coffin rested on 2 chairs, illuminated by blazing incense and candles. A hastily made wreath of wildflowers adorned coffin's head. Of Master Seven's dozen or so disciples, only a few with lighter injuries could stand to tend to the household. The others lay on hammocks or beds, being treated for their wounds. Master Seven's face was dark and grim, silent as stone. Master Cam's eyes brimmed with tears of burning hatred. The 2 masters approached Mistress Seven, gently helping her sit up. She looked at Master Seven, tears welling in her eyes. They positioned her in a lotus posture, one master in front, the other behind, both extending their hands toward her, channeling their energy. Master Seven's deep voice intoned a mantra: retreat far away, Mak Ca Ray, Ora Ca Ray, La Mi Tat Lo Mi, Kak Si She, Mak Mo Ray Tok Tia, Say Ti Fu Mi Na Saw Nor. On the other side, Master Cam chanted powerfully: Buddha and the 6 perfections bear witness, move and transform, a Ca Ray Dan Nak, a Lang Fang Mak Mak. The 2 masters were channeling their vital energy, using the Vo Vi Buddhist energy technique to gather inner and outer forces, clear Mistress Seven's meridians, and expel the toxins from her body. Soon, Mistress Seven was drenched in sweat, a white mist rising from her head toward the ceiling. The green veins on her face faded, and her complexion flushed with life. After a while, the 2 masters withdrew their energy and sat to regulate their breathing. Mistress Seven was fully restored. All night, the 2 masters tirelessly channeled energy to heal their disciples. As the last disciple was treated, the first rays of sunlight broke through the bamboo grove outside. Soon after, a funeral band arrived, their music a mournful blend of zithers, gongs, and the plaintive wail of the inhi fiddle, creating a sorrowful, heart-rending symphony. A bo'ena boat was brought, and the head disciple's coffin was placed upon it. A bowl of white rice, topped with an egg and a pair of chopsticks, was set out. The funeral band led the procession, followed by the mourners, silent and grim, their lips pressed tight, their eyes blazing with vengeance. As the first clods of earth were cast into the grave, Master Seven spoke on behalf of the bereaved. Dear friends, family, and brothers and sisters, my beloved disciple fell defending the ancestral altar and his fellow disciples against the vile cruelty of Master Chà. We know that grudges should be resolved, not deepened. Yet, I believe Master Chà has caused too much suffering. His crimes are boundless, and he deserves to be cast into the 3 evil paths for eternity. To spare others from his devastation, for the peace of all, I vow to bring him to justice. The crowd roared in unison, we will destroy Master Chà. Fists raised to the sky, they swore a vow of mortal resolve. Suddenly, a clap of thunder roared from above, green lightning flashing across the gloomy sky. Heaven and humanity were aligned. Until now, Master Cam had remained silent. The thunder seemed to rouse him, lighting an entire bundle of incense and placing it on the head disciple's grave. He tearfully recited a eulogy. Awakening from last night's dream, I stir, as if the chants still linger in the air. A soul lost for countless lives weeps alone. I kneel to hear its tale of devotion. Countless pained souls return in waves, carrying ancient grievances, endless suffering. No clouds bear them, no home shelters them. Their plaintive cries echo in the night. If death brings love and reverence, there is joy in the law of impermanence. Better than a meaningless life. A lonely soul chilled to the bone. Gather here and make this vow, to pray for salvation in the boundless void. May compassion bring warmth, a miracle to erase life's grudges. Some anguished souls come to us, weeping, recounting tales of past lives. Have mercy, guide the young ones, lost in the cycle of delusion. Some vengeful spirits seek to manifest, to repay kindness or exact retribution. Through karma and enlightenment, we awaken. By the grace of compassion, sins are absolved. From now on, when I seek to transcend, my soul and spirit will reveal their true form. One joy in the unseen world, one care to guide souls in this realm. After the eulogy, Master Chà broke into heartrending sobs. Seeing him weep, no one could remain unmoved by the tragic twists of this impermanent world. Another Tet was approaching in Tây Ninh. Unlike the north, as Tet neared, the sun blazed hotter, and in the peak of the dry season, the heat was relentless. In Chau Than, the region buzzed with the harvest of sugarcane, cassava, and fruit crops. Sugar mills operated at full capacity, their vats of golden molasses simmering with an irresistible aroma. Oxen plodded in endless circles, powering sugarcane presses, while piles of white cane husks littered the red dirt roads. From dawn, creaking ox carts loaded with cane cutters rumbled toward the vast cane fields. Women, their faces veiled against the sun, carried lunch baskets, machetes, and water jugs, laughing and chatting on the carts. Cane cutters worked grueling shifts from early morning until nearly 2 p.m. They rose at 3 a.m., cooked rice, ate hastily, and, with machete in one hand and food in the other, gathered for the carts to carry them over 10 kilometers to the fields. The Tây Ninh sun and sharp, itchy cane leaves tormented the workers, forcing them to wear long, tightly wrapped clothing. Tây Ninh sun burns the skin, they said. Despite toiling all day, their wages were meager. In good times, with steady work, they scraped by. In sickness or unemployment, they borrowed at usurious rates for rice or medicine. This was the perfect opportunity for ruthless moneylenders to prey on them. Interest rates often reached 30% per month, and unpaid interest compounded mercilessly. Despite their backbreaking labor, their homes remained ramshackle, their lives mired in endless poverty. At the edge of a cane field near Ben Trong lay a winding patch of secondary forest along a small stream. In the dry season, the stream was reduced to a mere trickle struggling through the woods. In a large clearing within this forest, 3 sturdy thatched huts formed a U-shape around a wide, packed earth courtyard, being at the far end of the cane fields. The area was rarely visited. Occasionally, a cane cutter might stop by for a jug of water. Once, a curious young man, after fetching water, wandered to the stream behind the huts. As he passed through rows of plants resembling ginger, he suddenly foamed at the mouth and collapsed. His companions carried him home, but within 3 days, his body swelled, oozing yellow fluid from his pores, and a putrid stench emanated from him. He died in agony, screaming deliriously. After that death, cane cutters, though unaware of the exact cause, avoided the eerie huts. Local masters examined the site and declared the man had died from Nai poison. Some knowledgeable masters noted that the toxic plants he encountered were unknown in Tây Ninh's history. In the pitch-black night of Tây Ninh's ancient forest, near the Ben Trong clearing, 2 shadowy figures moved silently, the occasional hoot of an owl and the rustle of leaves in the cold, pre-tet air broke the stillness. The figures moved swiftly, as if using lightness skill, gliding over grass and through bushes. After about the time it takes an incense stick to burn, they reached the U-shaped huts in the forest clearing. They paused, whispering plans. By now, you've likely guessed who they are, Master 7 and Master Chà. On a mission they had long prepared for. That afternoon, Mistress Seven and the disciples had begged to join, but the two masters firmly refused. They intended to use the ultimate techniques learned from the old sage in the cave to defeat Master Chà. Mistress Seven and the disciples could only wait at home, anxious for the outcome of this final battle. A sense of foreboding weighed heavily on Mistress Seven's heart. Slowly, she lit incense on the ancestral altar, praying for the two masters' safety and victory. At Master Chà's stronghold, the U-shaped huts, no light shone, and an eerie mist cloaked the area. Beneath the deceptive calm, a deadly storm was brewing. The two masters used the lightness skill to leap into the courtyard. Landing softly, as their feet touched the ground, the earth seemed to quake and spin. Flaming arrows shot from the three huts, illuminating the night sky. A barrage of war drums thundered, and chants echoed from the huts. Cam Ko K, Cam Man Man, Cam Han Fan, Cam Man Man, Cam Maying Gan, Cam Man Nan, Cam Sak Shi, Cam So Rek, Cam Chuot, Cam Phuk, Bo Ri Ti Ti Tij Nak, Bo Ri Tij Tna Nak, Fak Siu Bo Ri Nak, Sak Fich Fa Nak, Omak Ten Ka Bo Ra, Kite Sun Man Man Lon. The two masters swiftly used a stump as a pivot, channeling their energy to leap into the air. But misfortune struck again. A foul, electric stench surged from above, and in the flickering firelight, two divine snakes bared their venomous fangs, diving toward their heads. Without hesitation, Master Cam thrust his ancient swords into the ground, and both masters used the sword hilts as leverage to leap out of the fray. Another round of gongs resounded, and the silent rows of plants around the huts sprang to life, spinning around the masters and spewing a thick, toxic mist. The masters sealed their breath to block the poison from invading their organs. Master Cam pointed his index finger at the whirling, plants and chanted loudly, left moves heaven, right shifts earth, sun and moon align. A single stroke banishes thunder, a single point startles ghosts and gods. I invoke the command of Lo Ban, swiftly lend your aid. Miraculously, within moments, the plants wilted and collapsed, lifeless. From within the huts, another gong sounded, accompanied by rapid chanting. Ihi mi bre ko ma dan mak mak. Ihi no ni kwan sak nha tho. Mo ni ko mo ni ra ma. Bud kin ni bud than. Ban borch san kan ban borch. Ihi mo nor batar. Nak mo put thea dak. Mi boro you. Instantly, Master Chà's figure emerged from a hut. His appearance was terrifying. His eyes glowed red with green, otherworldly light, and he wielded two ancient short swords with grotesque designs, their steel gleaming coldly. He let out a chilling laugh and declared, "Have you grown tired of living, daring to trespass on my domain? A year from now will be your Memorial Day." Upon seeing Master Chà, Master Cam leaped forward, blocking his path. Spreading his hands, he unleashed a surging wave of force from his palms. Shocked, Master Chà dodged, but the wave struck a hut, shattering it into pieces. Panicked, Master Chà muttered a chant, Bismillahir rot malnia rot him ol lot hum ma so lai. Allah zay di di na moham morch. His twin swords flew from his hands, hurtling toward the two masters. Simultaneously, Master Cam unleashed a force from his palm, yanking his own swords from the ground and sending them to intercept Master Chà's blades. A deafening clash rang out as the swords collided and scattered into the air. Now, Master Seven joined the fray. Confronting Master Chà, spinning like a top, he closed in and struck with both hands, unleashing a blast of force at Master Chà's chest. Caught off guard at close range, Master Chà was hurled into the air. Master Cam followed with another burst of energy, guiding his swords to slice through Master Chà midair. With a swift cut, the blades cleaved Master Chà into three parts. His legs fell first, then his arms, and finally his headless torso crashed to the ground. The masters rushed to check if he was dead. Master Seven turned Master Chà's body over. In a fleeting moment of carelessness, Master Chà's closed eyes snapped open with malice. his lips muttering a final curse. Na mo buot ha dor ho you so ho ma udas me p. Instantly, one of Master Cam's fallen swords rose and shot toward Master Seven's chest. In a flash, Master Cam shoved Master Seven aside. The blade sliced through Master Cam's arm, severing it as blood gushed forth. He collapsed. Across from him, Master Chà twitched a few times before lying still, a sinister smile frozen on his lips. Beyond, over Lake Dai Tieng, the sun was slowly rising,